Abusua me yemo bibia kwa ba na yemfa mbra yem platform we eso. Adam your number one authentic platform Mega TV. Abusua ade ba ku bi wo ho no ma e wo se Ghana your constitution no enka ewom even when enim kra na e wo se by now omanya ye serious ye pese ye build the nation no is supposed to appear in the constitution. Muina munim Ghana ebano apomudin si echiban insurance ene apomudin bia ayarusa bia nkasa hospitals. I mean not just hospital beko nkundwa plastic chairman bi hange ho no kra ba ko na yebu no well equipped hospital by now I was saying kayedem yenye bi na any kwanse politicians omo ho dodo omo a na ya fly omo de ko ye de omo ko abrochi before so mbenya omo ayaresa unim yebedi nkomo about this issue. Yenkoti Saddick Adams of Angel TV, Angel FM and cry yakoba may review secret TV. Yebedi nkomo we go into more details. Must also be subscribe no like it me de share. Now for friend be afre nyankopon shiraw. Yenti nsem no emfamra credit Angel TV, Angel FM.
Weekend nyina ye controversy around the health of your vice president, Madam Professor Jane. Na mamene de ben de waben or a woman of a lot of firsts. First female vice chancellor or breaky glass ceiling normal and mabe briom work can ha. Any reasia fana bebia who say it is possible to do. And Osaya the first female to rise to the level of presidential seat, vice president are all getting closer. Or maybe the president. I'm wishing for the day that a woman will ascend the throne of Ghana's presidency. I can't wait. Ewo Sadino. And ye denyamia se say ne ho atono ana ne ho etono. Ubia ni hwa ewo say ye ti omai mu ye wish evil because of politics. Never. But eyade aye yama na kai ho. But the main topic around that, a topic that was raised by Papa Ayefreno, Professor Agyemang Akosa. Eba ayarishemua. Sebi nipa ya bin wo man chichirimu a onimu pa. Okache say, why should African politicians travel in droves omududum so omukosiki medical help abroad? Yembane. Nana mementi ase say adentina yose ye bane sa then ochiremu say anya ne sa yentumi nya quality medical service ewo ha because nipa na omo travel to seek medical care no eye omo responsibility to fix the early medical system. It is a topic that we need to discuss dispassionately and without sentiments. Say ye kasa ayarisha hon sema. This is the third time me kasa same way ewo jumedi so. Yen discussing without emotions and political coloring. Na ye musa hon say assembly say here. Some ye politicians no yemfa ban ento omuso. In fact, let me first emphasize say Nigeria there they have a legislation omo mra I say we a politician you are banned from traveling to seek medical care abroad. Nipa no shemra no obuso be 50 times. Buhari time. Omo shemra se mo politician bia Buhari no shemra no. In 2017, 2018, out of 365 days ewa afinimu no or spend 175 days seeking medical care abroad. Until only 190 days anamebwa 365 minus 175 90 190 days and what the president the akanyina na wote abruchi sane ho yade but wa shemra bane e just osuro wuo. This topic is generally about African leaders It has nothing to do with Professor Jane. But a situation ni biem na asakofaba because Professor Agyemang bedu akosa kan asem no. Not the issue of Professor Jane am I. But there are people in the present government omonso akasa tia seeking medical care abroad. Na omu detest ya na omu call for say shemra. Abra no omu opposition no. There are people in opposition now who had also said this. And I quite remember Professor Mills' time when the MPP was also in opposition, almost so vehemently, almost criticize it. It just say obia ampe, but obia bedia baimwa that you see the opportunity. Are we to allow our politicians to seek medical care abroad while yet an ailing medical center and a service muana? It's a question that we need to discuss, and everybody must have an opinion. You must have an opinion. Say, do you think that with the level of health services in Ghana, any medical situation, no, should we allow the people with the responsibility to fix it? Yama omuntu kwai. No omu escape the problem. Na yen suffer na say yen bear the brunt of the poor medical system ana. Anasa yen select some ailment be a doctor beka se hadie yen tumi nsa yen kwama no ne nyina yen yentum se enru hadie na che se ye ka se de kwama no ne a eye all the leaders in the west fane say question na me busa me ho preparing for this topic and me search wo ho ne say every medical equipment we wiase bi ebetuma si shape mana me boa me who medical equipment because ship na ide niema ba no ebi so chen hospital nyina ana meboa enti there is not a single medical equipment we wiase ti say CT scan ana akese plant ye we wiase na ye desire de no menya sure say bia ni ho a udi si ship mu enko ebeba enti se yakase ye pe medical equipment bia to a ye betime nya bibi di asim se entumi nkɔ shipum enkɔ adu premu dia ne aka se ewa brochi esondodo entije se ho ne yebekɔ because one in 2001 there were 52 African countries omu leaders omu koshiai World Health Organization form omu sign krata and they said say they are going to abide all the 52 countries no abrofo no se ade ehia wo wiase healthcare to the omu no uyi war any anyama US money Iran mo abia mo de nuclear weapons no much attention wo ho a because o ma fix health problems ne sa anyama no basically ade ehia o mo pa health enti se broni bi be yare wo ha na afidie bi sa ne yade wo Ghana na ebi ni krom no ye Germany for leader de obeye ne say obeto sa afidie ni bi wo Germany ho ana anya logic no se broni bi o ye president wo Germany oba Ghana obe yare afidie bi no mudi see ne so within 20 minutes na clear yade na free ho o say afidie be ni omo so Ghana ye mampanyi na ekoto bai na ade we no wakoma bow say na esi so ehu ba bi ewo na ayusu radioactive we no cry oduro no wondom eye nuclear nti ye si wakoma ne so a na clear yade na free ho a detect o say no afre the health minister of Germany afidie bi amahu wa Ghana ye wo bi omse papa ye ni bi eyasan muntobi sa na obeka na African leaders no se omukọ west no ko sa omuho yade a ade na omukọ hu no ya omutobi ba ha na hospital no omukọ hu no because one of the politicians told me when I was preparing for this in fact some of the hospitals they visit ewo abrochie no community hospitals because they cannot pay for the top hospitals no nti omukọ community hospitals MP4 omo krom ha no they don't have that money to go to top hospitals in the UK nti a community ba owremu a onim say your radioactive equipment your niam ye nuclear say aduro no bi o ha ye nom cancer treatment no ye nom ye de afidie siu so na akle ewo system mu ye radioactive nuclear system na aba ye wo bia na okono okohu a ohun afidie na esiwa ebetima akọ shape mu se ebekọ shape mu a odwe ne manfo ho se ade we ebekọ shape mu a mabesa me ho yade wo ha no de ma me nkoye budget 2001 asema America no African president ni nyina age to mu say 52 of them. This is a research broken World Health Organization. Omo ko committee more than 15% of their national budget to health. Because sana west for no moye no enti na mamu dwane ko ho no. Yese babia wajapade wo no ho na wakoma wo. Enti babia wusuo no ho na ka wo fixe. Enti World Health Organization say Africa spend sika se omo travel akwa abrochi akwa se omo ho yade. Enti saa sika na mode kono mo budget na mo beye na fibia no mo 15% enko health. An African president 52 omoji tum 2001. By 2017 only 4 countries and amity half of the standard no mo sete ye no. And these countries are Rwanda omo na ye top. Rwanda ne abide but your World Health Organization report on African medical system. By 2001 Nomuko meeting 52 countries signed. By 2017 not only Rwanda and Atope, Tanzania second, Botswana third, Zambia fourth. Of the 52 countries, Ghana a 29th budget allocation for health. Almost a brochi hono. Not Germany, UK, US, not less than 15% of their amount of money omude ko budget no. Akohumasika no more than 15% and they call health because they know. Enti momo ko akwase omo yade na omo sesa mo ye mutimi bo moden na mutimi de mo budget ne sika we ko mu dia. Mo nso mo mahabiem enti mo nko na mo nkofa mo budget no 15% and 10 and share health. Rwanda ene ye. Eno mo na achieve the highest insurance, health insurance. Omo ma mu ho no the whole of Africa. Omo na number 1 on the continent by 2017-2018. Enti Ghana ye den. Medical tourism. Sa no mo frɛ no. Eya dia amai bebre the current government, integral members of the current government are criticizing say ye tu kwaya kwa mono ne. The enwanwa wo mu ne say for MPP NDC sem ne to nkyɛn. Some of them go to the extent say okoye check up. Na mumu eyeyen na yetua for the check up. And the report cited broken.com say the AMA Africa leaders here say there is no responsibility because they can escape the problem. A ban part no a fruit plane. A bisinity ne ya eyamuhu. MPB waji live or koye check up. A fidie de check up ne binia. Na obe fruit plane. One African president. Oye close to home. Or call the medical check up no. Muntie ni yo. Ne hu se Africa. Ye leaders no a wickedness. Listen to this carefully. All choir medical check-up no. 15% sika no spending and plane no mo pake or mo de ya check-up no. 7% of the national health budget. Sika wadi awura mu si emfanko health no. Ono kosa ne ho yade wa bruchi no. Sa sika no ye 7% of the say over 7 years or shana ho yade wa bruchi. Now in the report 366,000 pounds na lupre no pake yeso wasa ne ho yade no kwa lupre no kwa 366,000 pounds. Eno no wo hwa ne budget no mu even the plane nko de koye no 0.7% of national health budget. Sika ye de besa o man no ho yemfa nsisi asopete yemfa ma doctor for yemfa ntoto mfidie no mampanyin ne kwasa ne ho yade adupre na wa pake aso engine asi so na ye hwe no no eno nko ye 0.7% of the country's health budget. Nti oba o pese o fixe no no on pese o be fixe because obenya baby asa ne ho yade. And they were indicating, say 2 hospitals on the continent, Lagos State Teaching Hospital and Kolebu Teaching Hospital. This problem is prevalent in sub-Saharan Africa. Because North Africa, on time, Morocco, Egypt, one of the best in terms of health, Africa. Then South Africa, Tunisia. Steve Biko Hospital, South Africa, ranked as one of the top 3. Enti leaders no mo Steve Biko They know. Say omo de omo ni akire India because India for so no omo so tu kwan saa na omo hu say ye invest in medicine. And I must say Africa for now say one affordable. Nti leaders na ekọ. Can you imagine say Robert Mugabe or spending nearly 21 years of his reign as the president of Zimbabwe seeking eye care? I was Singapore. Okosha nani 21 years no. Oko Singapore mo na what the best eye clinic to him. E ho no okowu ye no. Na wantumi ansi eye hospital, eye clinic no. Wansi bi wo Zimbabwe ho. Within those years no. E kan na no oko Singapore. Okosha nani 21 years of flying to Singapore to seek medical care. Wantumi ansi sa state of the art eye hospital ni bi wo Zimbabwe ho. But e ho no okowu ye. Umaru Musa Yaradua, Umar Bongo of Gabon, Michael Sata of Zambia, and the list goes on. Yaman penny for muko siki medical care, but yes, omo fa 10% to 15% of the omo country nisikano ensure health service. Omo se debi. Omo bedi so they can get the privilege of traveling at the expense of the taxpayer to seek medical care. Ode obi okrom ha. Oye sikani no okosa na ho yade na oye private person na obi amfa ho omabo obi abosia ono na enya ne sika yesi unya osika babia ope na odidie but yesi obema omo akohoma ofie no odidi abonte na omo akohoma ofie because onkobo akohoma no ewo ho ye leaders na omebo akohoma wo ha ne ye hospital papa because our opportunity to travel na yen yetua na mom yen na yetua nko onhu ye mobo say plane ticket ye nyabi. Enti nkoanya papa wo hamaye. Eno ne problem no. Africa spent $6 billion in medical tourism. $6 billion. Theconversation.com. You can check that. $6 billion in medical tourism. Ye leaders so ya bo mo ho ka 6 billion so mo nkosho mo ho ya de e wa amanone. Na omukwa ya tua yensu ye yare a amambi kode are ebi ni ho gloves ebi ni ho ye wo region bi wo Ghana ha omuni ventilator ai wo hospital ebi ni ho ventilator covid by no you heard it but ye wo leader obetimi atena play mu $30,000 okohwa ne ho yade e wo abrochire okoye check up. Me say this is not a matter of MPP NDC. Say amayadwe amafie say document omoko sign said they will invest more than 10% to 15% of the national budget in health. Rwanda, Botswana, and Ediswo no. Ghana ye langi behind no. Ye language or bottom. Our health sector. Enye ye doctor for no na anymore dear. Because the UK have clarified and emphasized say 1 out of every 10 doctors UK are African. If you want to check, ebi obeka say doctor for ne nya de there be omuni omune ko school with Cuba. Ghana doctor for omu ko Russia. Omuni abrofu ya na ekom. Enti 1 out of 10 doctors UK are African. 1 out of 10. How many UK doctors know her? Just say a doctor for ne highly qualified. Some of the politicians have admitted to me, confess, say, omoko abrochena, African doctors in a jomo. The only difference is the equipment, logistics, and machinery. Now, no more hospital now, South Africa, Civico. South Africa for a nuclear, CBB, the nuclear hospital. Yadiana, yes, and he say, ya numa droguna, bunsu guso, no 1 minute 3 abum no. Adue bi tisa kotomwa Civico Hospital. This is a hospital. Mo show TV ne Facebook no. One of the best hospitals in Africa. Na se say machine na omodi aba nuclear plant na omodi aba no. Cancer na ayewa. Ye numa duro biem. Ominimu ya o ya yemfa homa panie ntwa ho biem. Ade ne si umene ne so ana ayi ade na firi ho. Radioactive. Nuclear. Omadru sro ase. Leader no na adwemu na ka no a ye de afidie ne nam na adwene ho a na ayusu census na yi ade na fi na adwem ye nkotwa oba bia nuclear machine and omaye Ghana haye obi ana enti sa difference no doctor ni no operate no ya Africa ni wakosua wotumi ye akasa afidie ne beba ha na se Land Cruiser Prado 300 timi si shape mu ba dia ada na sa nuclear machine entumi ma ha na ubetra play mu akoho no na nka aye wo ha because eniema na omokosa omo yade webri no na wote hapa ye say Germany for omo president na ba Ghana na obesa ne ho yade what be that omo yare wo ha omo ambassadors no omo yare a pa na omo ko they know omo bia betu kwan akọ bia akosa ne ho yade me say once a while yen discuss this topic say sikana ye spend de ma ye mpanyimfo wo hwe ye judges enye president ne vice president nko o ye judges article 71 for no omo parliament say wo hwe na wo hwe benefit Ghana for the ma omo say ayarehwe bia mo pe owiase bia de be ma mo nkoda mo nkoje na ya bo mo ho ka one day mumusa empanyimfo no say yemfa the budget of year spending on empanyimfo no abroad yemfa metu dwa na wo behu na wo de ato ye national budget for health ho ho no ne ye bebo dam me say one day yemusa say judges a omo okrom ha article 71 for omo okrom ha yempanyimfo a ye say omo ye CEO for oyare a obetime de oman ni sika akohwa ne ho yade wa abrochire yenka sa sika ne mom na yemusa omo say yemfa ntoto ye national budget on health ni yen compare ye pese ya adwemu bie ni edidi nkomo a fa MPP NDC ne to nchen na yare aba wo ne a ema ye hospitals nyina ye tan enti se ye constate ne say ye politicians ne mo ntu kwan enkwa amano ne nkosa omo ho yade a say ye musika na omo de kwa nobody cares but at least ye timamufo no ya sign krata say wo de omo betima akohwe mo ho but the ye basic akra de mo provide maye no eno na ye problem no one of the doctors in Nigeria ne suggestion is say Nana yemfa 5-year ban ento omoso na if there is a 5-year ban unim say the man Africa countries be BCC hospital ya COVID because there was a ban on flying enti afede obi as chale yenye wo chese bibia ansia yenye hospital Kolebu yes any Lagos State Hospital na the foremost hospitals in sub-Saharan Africa abra yisi no what is that Kolebu is one of the oldest hospitals in Africa if not the oldest Kolebu yesi Kolebu no na hospitals papa bebre teaching hospitals in Africa ye titi nipa na yesan machines gum na ebi ni ha ene wo hwe Kolebu na wo gina ho na wo hwe wo de nsa gu bu no obusa say is this Ghana's biggest referral hospital into this conversation yen have it yen for statistics in into ho say how much do you spend as our leaders traveling abroad to seek medical care? How much do you invest in the health system your budget for the benefit of the poor people, the ordinary people? Only visa, only passport mpo and ye na to kwan enti nka ne ho kanwa okọ district hospital at least eniama ye basic there ebi ho emfidie ya yede hwehwe nipa adwenem yede ye ya empanyimfo isi omoko na nka o mind there ya to aba ma wo member of parliament wo hwa constituency nipa 300,000 200,000 ete ho uti paiwa wo se ukoye check up UK doctor ni akohu no wo ya Africa di afidie na akoto ye no ye de si ship mu ba yeye watu ya sika ahwe wo ho agya afidie ne ho aba se nipa na wo di omote ha ne de omato aba ma o se ma omo sa benefit ni bi no you don't care about them enti enema hu se MPP Fonso ka and Professor Jane NDC 4 can say the discussion is not about that. The discussion is about say we are all kono Ghana for born ho ka say e ka say ne boy yen time e wo ayarehwe ho na sa ne ma no ne betimi de aye bi wo ha na e ne anye amampanyi omoba ne say na timi si hospital wie say you prioritize say yensi enkramodan yentu amena yensi asori dan you prioritize say yenmu corrupt yema containers njira yento fie 21 yenye say Nemo me ho kame dia me nkwa sorry dem ho me fa play me ko abruchiri me ho kame a enya nkramudan na masi apete na me dwane akọ me ko abruchiri na nipa na omoto abama wo no busa ho se omo ni passport die na wo ya aboa omo na ma wo sa privilege ne benefit no. It is an African problem. Wo hwe paper here da ha Commonwealth for the amount of money that Africa spends. Yeah, account for 23% of a wiase. Yeah, we are seeing in Africa account for 23, but only 1% of your budget and eco health. It's time for that discussion. Ebia, it will not be today. Minimum amone Professor Agyemang akosaya adwen. Say, yemfa ban ento private people betimi akọ. By yemfa ban ento your politicians so say you cannot fly at the expense of the taxpayer. Say headache. Ukutu headache. Ewa bruchiri. Brakolebu. Na uba na ube hundi ewa hwa. Ube buwa miyasa. Una oye budget. You can imagine say, o former finance minister. On a prepare budget. On a trebe biya sike biya anko. O former finance minister. Otie bruchiri. Sane ho yadie. Because emfidie na yade besa yadie ne bini ha. But doctor for the ebi ha. And they have to improvise. Ye nurse for a bomb modern, but they have to improvise with a niyama enye. We enya tim didie. Ghana for trans ni enye hon say. Enye MPP NDC. Do we want a law to ban our politicians from traveling, especially for certain ailments? Yentimi for medical condition and to abontin because of confidentiality. But satima mufoni ni ayareshe papa. Na say politicians kroya timi koboka 1 billion. So omo dey say omo ho yade. Oh, ade no way. Me pesa me bo saade we so na me ba so na. Omo say the amount of money I spending every year no African leaders spending no. It means 10 hospitals in each country.
All the Africa 52 countries now Africa
no each country.
Oba could be
sika omo bo ewo omo politicians ho taxpayers money a call for medical tourism. We spend 6 billion all the African leaders sub-Sahara 6 billion per the research 1 billion for some countries dollars. It can build 10 hospitals but onu mbezi obewu at the end of the day so sha omo ko wa eye den ya obewu ewu de nyina ebewu
ye nyina ebewu na etole so a ewuto ho eku nipa eka ne chintem woma ade ahye nipa wadu condition bi anka wo mmobo ose nyina na eka nkransensem no na fe ye adome ho no ma nipa no afro no Professor Agyemang nyame share so de sanse na ba because said better late than never yes aba saka echi o set say o aba emi nyina no ye ka bi yo kan ye mfa ne so oba onipa bia pe ayarehwe papa quality healthcare na say delivery ema no
the most important thing
ehia pa ene etie wo bia nya so wakọ hwe de ya obekọ na emom no yese ewome ene ewe nya de kro sawuto na so anya osika na ka so obekọ brucha ko hwe ho yade se mpo bore na etu na ho na abekọ wuti ho na ho aye ka na ho na abekọ a obi anu ni asem ye constitution no ehye Omampani oyare anana bedi ekire eyare a yeti committee Supreme Court impanif judges akasifo eteso ama pani pa bi every parliamentary council of state for ka ho say yenye investigation effort mampani yade ho say bia lumpo no in condition say bia de wo kom no betuma ya adwuma bio so omampani anaso wontumi enya adwuma bio so omampani anam so na yo omampani tine ye hwe na napomuden yenka edu ba bia aburu yen so a yemfa no kọ amanane enkohwe ne yare ewe constitution num wanka se MP constitutional kan minister campus oni menka so bi ekokohwe ababa yemfa ne sa ebi ewo so kye bi na se ne abeye efre wo Ghana ha so obi ayare a na ye Ghana fo esika ba wahuri no okọ amanane akosa no yade na se yewura speaker of parliament Bagmin Okoduba impeno you know so nani any ade sa ekoso kanoforiata yemfa so wa free so nti akwa bi so obeka so no ani sika na so no wono pori de na mfata because so to say oswafo of his kasem so ana omo dwu atwe paye hyehyɛ papa kanya ne so onam baabi e mo pe ayarehwe no ufiri so awoska na so sika no mpo no ye beka so man no tumi ebisa questions.
But why don't you believe in your national health system? That's the question we have.
Why
don't you believe? Because research in the HRS say it's not the doctors. Because 1 out of 10 doctors in UK is an African.
Almost ko djuma abo djuma ho che bibia ma enya sem ketwa na emom no wo mo ahwe ame enya equipment papa wo mo ahwe me enya materials ebetu aboma yenya sa quality hair care na ye pe no enti so mo do mo yare a wo ma dwumbo no de tena ha ebu wo ma ne tantantanti wo mo so amekoya doctor for ho na wo mo epe baby pa akohwe ho yade nyese yenyi ye medical student ni ye dwamu di papa wo ma bomoden na emom no se bi ye fa kutuku hu enkum obio enti doctor na bensen na se equipment ni ho na nsen ye gi confirmatory teaching hospital ensuo surgery na do operation so majaye
ensuo enko hospital ho
e ma nti o majaye
surgery
operation sie
but nipa omu sa process no yesi nyame na age omo nkwa ensuo
nyame na age
the biggest second biggest hospital e wo Ghana ye nyina ye read story no ensuo nko konfo anoche
na obade na mi su ne se enya machine ya aka se betunde si ayi mu aban bi o e ensuo keke empa me ewu hwe aboa ye boye ho asoman ne eboka edukohwe ho yade a ha dwen yade ne emfasa no mani nyina emma ye wo conditions bi a obane ye ne be ka tore bi a ne doctor for no so bi duebo enumpo no enye orthodox doctors no me yare ena me ko se me ko check enoma bi o se won yare kra tore bi o se ko check o be check BP be check pressure no ho prostate ni ade me ko herbal doctor ba ko ho me ginidi o hwe mi wie edi tu su sa ko foforo ye se so packaging true eno am be nyina no we problem ha ye say na say me ka no ntim na che say ko from dada ba ko na anya ni ye ana say o pa bibia ye nti entwa mo de ye betu de ache won by orthodox medical hospitals na doctors
mana the problem is that check up ya ukoye the entire politicians na ekọ abruchi ni say machine no esi ho e won anim ade na ha no onim say within 2 hours ebe yidi nyina aba ehọ no ya nkofa duro mane mmene
dabi
ya di nuclear ena ehwe no eno nso ya community hospital bi o California ebia wo Texas ebia wo Bronx ebia wo Brooklyn
enyo mo referral ayipo akase no
community hospital uwia na Ghana for atua enti se ensuo mma wo konfo anoche a esi obi nash enti na make say we have to start from the convention o mo ko sign wo 2001 say Abrofo no be share ye World Health Organization for be share ye say momo leaders we no because you can travel abroad and seek medical care no one neglect the core business of managing health in your country into obi anko mo fa 10% of your national budget no mo fa anko health eno na ama Germany for akosro amoko ho no eno na ama Singapore for akosro amoko ho eno na ama UK for akosro amodwane ko ho no mo fa sika anko ho omo ba ye no after 17-18 years Rwanda and a meeting a portion of the target, followed by Botswana and Tanzania and Zambia. Ghana enim.
Na yetwidi ya huwa Brahma ayasa kakra na ohano obi hu because wanyam pa na so.
Bed
empa keke. Empa o. Enye do na de ma no empa woda so. Ye na ye de obi ati akonwa amako hobi ye de nsuo si ni so no ati akonwam.
But can you imagine say we a politician now all fly to a brochure to seek medical health. We say topic be say ne can because young man for no yen tin semase ye be politicizing MPP NDC. Ye be politicizing no.
And you adwen wo from ntra be kakra because education by and by Ghana for be say nye MPP NDC. De ye we ya ka bedu akosa akan. Ye ntwese ko bi meka kire ye fa ban no to so. Because a bad ni so betumi editor who say what do no sika na ekwa na so Mexico.
There be or your politician ko or
sika.
Yes, of course.
So, enti so no sika put fa so to am so 5 years or 5 years. Yan ye de ye. Woni pa bi anko hia. Me am ko kromoti ko to am no wo mume nkwa me dem wo anya hwe. Now de omo ko so say ekosom mo. Omo kwa omo say ekosom mo. Eso mo ko sisi yen. Ehu hia say me say emra no kire say enkoman panin na be de kire nko a. and constitutionally se bia na omadwuma mu ye ntino ebe ha dwanyenfo omonko wo bia nka ho bio meaning cross Supreme Court Chief Justice kraka ho
samra no kwa e wo ho no
o se he ho asamka
samra na e wo ho no nti we sure say abrochi country be president beti asesa
there be
because health no eba wonim tama bi nti ade nti na abrochi na okohwe wa bra obeti nti na mebusa say afidie na ye de because how ye de wo Saudi Arabia no ye decision pum a ebeba ha entimi ma enkom
ebeba manabro so
nti ade in prevent wo say wo qualified health expert omuko school abrochi ni bi na omode ba wo nurses wo nipa ombetima manage sa machines no de aka ne se wo beto abehemu de budget be ko ho se afidie ne be ko shipum ni etimi kra Range Rover Land Cruiser ye kraka bia wo wiase enkonwa edi siesie ye dem ema ho ayefe ye to niema bia bi di besi manhye atenemu a eniema ya abrofo yi use a enu nti ye dwane ko ho no se edi sisi ebeba emamrai
obolu se get scholarship medical school for no omu wi a emu 10% peneba.
Well, a 2011 report estimated that 9 African countries, including Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, had lost 2.7 billion of their investment in healthcare professionals. And now, boss, no. Nipa na ekwetri ni omonomoma.
Oma. Ye de sika o. Enso ba akade ni ha.
Well,
nti ye beka se bia wabo na so ntumi nya de opeso ye no. Na nunti. Oma beba so bebre na be private hospitals.
In the interim, ye ntimi nka say ya hyemra ene. But the ebe can say insua emma hospital, gloves, ventilators,
nipewu ewo ho.
Sa niema no de. Mamu ma bi nsi kura because yama the biggest privilege.
So ensema Saddick Adams ekano. Eya dia was say you taking it serious. We need to take it very serious. Ghana diama omaiwe yanko yanim when it comes to yapumidin our health eye kakra obiti ye ni ya na wasori me kwa bruchiri akosiki health assistant and as a health care me kwa ha akoyesi bi kwa ha koyesi womreko a saa course so na omoye edi hwe nipa saa abodin krata doctor in fact a surgeon any other big titles ayedema omo yeden omo hwe yapomiden no ni na bi wo Ghana ha ni na bi eden e wo Ghana ha awoko the universities across this country ubenya sa courses ni sua na wonso wetimi abeyebi but yemi say after passing through all these processes now, do we have the facility to work in? Do we have facility to work in? That is the case. In Tiabasana, whose job is to make sure say ye wasa kwenyano, ye wasa apomudin ayar sabiana say wasa ayar sabiana ukurumanum. Responsibilities near for the it is enshrined in the Constitution. Say I'm President of Republic of Ghana and a ban development bia either urban, rural development, you know. President, you know, na said ye. I mean, yunkuru nkituom, yunkuru akesiem, enkanko na ejina, the government of the day. That is why President ni yenye yini wisi krim. Anyo nunkwa ene man ye juma. We have regional ministers. Even first of all, we have the vice president. The cabinet ministers, which includes regional ministers, various ministries or ministers. And we have, if you come to the regional level, your MCs. If you come to the district level, we have DCs, assemblymen, and the other presiding members. Abusiafo nsɛm wɔ America nyinaa ɛnyɛ sɛ mega minim deɛ America. Mepɛ sɛ mekyerɛ sɛ ɔman Ghana, ɔman biara pɔmuden bɛkɔ yi a egyina ban na wɔte so no ɛso. Ɔno na ɛwɔ so ɔtena se ɛde nhyehyɛeɛ bi egu akwan mu ɛna ɔmo sɛ no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛde wei to ha, ɛwɔ sɛ yɛde wei to ha. Na saa nipa no ɛnyɛ serious na ɔno ɔyare kakraa bi na yɛ tam no ɛde ne kɔ hospital a ɛkam yɛ akɔyɛ sɛ hanom ɛyɛ cemetery yɛkɔ na ɛnyɛ yie a ne yɛbɛsie ne wɔ ha. Ampontua dwonkuma menkae abusuafoɔ yi a owura no kɔtena Germany for so many months seeking health care. The day I went through Ghana, I did change ya no way. I want to hold. Do you know why? Nina ni say, and near mana or more ho. A quick mentor omu yusu hono. Your bagana ha yinimu kota. And he said, na home and a pesi breaky and a bro funugo in video hono. And omodibe stabilizing na. Some fidino, you need to be it against politicians sometimes moyam hosa. And do know say all the deadly diseases in the politicians in the normal. We mega metie obi ani mreme because me yanko jo bia position. When you bring me and wow asem. But the dom any esano edie ene de osun takrache. Waji regional minister. Wa kwaji CEO bi wakwaji director general bi wono mo ni bro wan hwe yom be poison wakum. Ejire die ntia oma wadwemu na ho na mu politicians na mu nkam ho mbom na mu nsi well equipped hospital ba ko pe ewukuruma ba ko pese na Ghana no obia obeyare bia na ofi se uwo sika obetimi afford no. Don't go abroad, bra. Na beji wa yaresa. We Dr. Time daso, bra. Be free advert jama Dr. Time daso, bra. Na beji wa yaresa. Nyamini di mafo. Onzi idea one bro. Politicians, onzi idea one bro. Mimi, why am I even mimi nye politician? I'm just a social media commentator and you know it. I'm an activist. Fix the country activist. Yeah, fix the country. I am not a politician. I just talk. Ye kasa keke. Eti politicians no embrebi afeno marking. Nsi ya ekudina parliament so munsi well equipped hospital former members of parliament ni so mu ye nipa san ye. Members of parliament ni ko nti no wo ye kwahwe akwate se mega betie okay mega de me nye kwahwe akwa. Uyo obi a wunsam ni bie uyo obi a sebia bulu se benyado unkomma o yare obewu. But member of parliament no ono yare a so we skill so ni skill na account mo ye de be ko honom na wakwaji na yare sa Dr. Tam daso. You see politicians no ayana mo dream say sometimes Ghana politicians I mo dream say sometimes we are smart and you don't know say mo ye mo after stealing and looting all these monies from Ghana you see come no untimi hunyansa e ma ba kokran ka se monye sika bibre entino in order to do something na ebebo ye nyina no ma memfa nkosi well equipped hospital ewo enkran bibia wom mekwa timna kofa broni edinaba so eba se bia bu se benya do wo se yem fly bibi obi nkwa abrochira nipa ko betim de na ko no you don't think na kodnani atofie be ye 37 de ye de wajimi. Safi na wato. Say do time a do ko to safi ni ma ho ubenya nkwa. Uni nyansa. You see, ka bibi anko fon ti ase. It is safi 37 no calculate score the toy in this kaketwa. Intend mean see well equipped hospital ba ko pe e ukruma. Na kobnani enko aye kuntan na wapake kase sim. No hudi ondem adechia credit Japan na se me fie dos ngo Ghana me hudi me ndem kura me tumi tuka kokuma se me kwa me ka se me ba unje ma credit Japan so wo fie sa edin moma politicians de say ma adwi mum bi kakra na nkoye se de bia ye presika de bia ye presika jomboadu MC jomboadu mum fanche me jonkuma sika na eda kwa na kan so mo se 30 million Ghana cedis ena na eda account bo wuye no say sika ne timi save na na se mo kai etini se hu nyansa ena odisi hospital krum ha enkasa nsawom okọ akra oba akra nsawom we ko ahodi sen nsawom mi yire fi honum kaka honum ba bi na okọ wuye wanya hospital papa bia echenu mu hwa na okọ wuye from Germany hospital ube wu nsawom because na hospital papa bia na mu bowura wa na kumati imagine say sa nsawom ho no enka na ye wo hospital kama pa ebetimi ahwe na ka ebia na wongu politicians munsua bibi emfam firimu na munja se de bia mu pesikai de bia sikana mundwin se ahye ademu hye omutrim so mbekọ abuchire na edea ebetakewa and you know Ghana system no say anye se bia wo yare na o mobefo afirifie hwi oso kokotoka upumpe wo na so ye hwan cross so kokotoka na ye den aji se bia president eno die presidential jet ko no ko isi kotoka anameboa presidential jet ni isi kotoka na ye do tukam na wanduru kotoka ho no na akwa why na yobi ebi kura nka wusi hospital na nka ye fa wa straight shedo ko ho usi nyansa munya de papa okuru mo munya se de bia mo so na ai yesara ye ko hospital ebrochiri adakura wo befuru pre na be wu atom no ye du funu besina bagana ye de wusi obi abado ba wo mi su nyansa kakra se politicians na yem build your mind na munya sense hunu no kata chefi fa so lan kwase akeka nko ha ai presidential we no vice president ri wo stroke ene ko si sei okata chefi obi nka cha kwa wajimi onim nyansa na ade na oyesa aya na emu nwo kro ma wa boji se ye nka ya boji se wo je nka wonyansa kakra ba se okata chefi ba de onyisu na adwen mami nja me bu ye ayesa akwa be blast no utie ne kasa bi o ka si se wo fa bibi wo form se bi wadi we have a comment to me so simple breaker like imagine shena for free. Fearless, authentic news ever. Fearless is our what? It's our motto. We don't fear. If you are not afraid of anybody. It's a kind of culture where if you were near saying your culture. Ghana, mama yin seen a bibi kakra politicians, you know. No mind a bar. They say papa tamos make a for ya papa we and some of my say oh when your hospital papa uncle and we what me woo fie sitting president. Are we serious as a country? Ghana dear Omoka yampa yankupon the real one of fat no that to Ghana no shay Jimmy Sebi Mumfancha me yagin you some of us you see especially any politicians. Hey, mama by and yes, and some mechanic and then because I am ya.